Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of DREADLOCK. I'm Gunther the Great, and today is another series of Beyond the Roots. Today we have my buddy Taj, Coney Vision. He just started a new channel. Make sure you go check him out.
Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna be giving Taj a taper fade, and he has some freeform locks, and he's actually doing updates on his channel. So make sure to go subscribe to him, and the link to his channel is gonna be down in the description. But let's get straight into this. It's gonna be very raw and uncut. We're just gonna be talking, and I'm telling you, he has some really dope hair, and we're just gonna get into it and see what we can get into.
Yes, sir. By the time this video come out, I have a YouTube channel. I'm very excited about that. Starting the year off right, 2020. I mean, I haven't done dreads at all before, but take them out and then comb it out.
Yeah.
And then see how much. I might comb it out and see how much growth I have.
Yeah, it's
and
probably
then,
pretty well, man.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, bro, you probably got like a good 4, maybe 5 inches.
Mm-hmm. Sheesh.
You think you just let it go? Or like, do you think you ever do like
Freeform?
Or what would you say would like be the route you would go? Like full freeform, or like kind of like just twist them and then let them go?
Mm-hmm. I don't know, I'm stuck between them because I know I've seen a couple of people have like just twist like these and let them go and they look nice, like.
Yeah.
But I've never been a fan of like the thick dreadlocks.
Yeah.
So that's why I like can continue to twist them like on my own, just
True.
not even, grabbing 2 strands and putting them together, or doing the routines or the things that Gunther has on his channel. But I mean, I like them. They look good on everybody else but me, so I think they look good on everybody else but me. So
Yeah, I think it's just really what you want to do.
Exactly. So I might just continue to do 2 strands or single strands and just let that go. I mean, they might turn into a freeform, honestly.
Would you ever do like straight up uniform dreadlocks, like just twisting them all the time?
Mm-hmm.
Like kind of how, well, I want to say Diddy's,
Yeah.
but like how Diddy's were when, I mean, I guess they're back how they were now, normally.
Mm-hmm.
But, like how his started, would you do that?
Probably not. Probably not.
Yeah, because Diddy's are actually kind of thick too for being maintained.
Very thick. And I like how his dreads were curly when he took them out the braid.
Oh yeah.
I like that. So I might end up doing something like that.
Yeah, you could do just braid your hair all the time, like in the sections, and then it'll start to lock up and get curly.
Mm-hmm. And also like doing 2 strands or even braids and just taking them out, and then the way it looks after, like curly.
Yeah.
I've done that a couple of times actually. I know Diddy did 2 strands on me at the end of last year, and then I took them out and they were like real curly. I think it was around my birthday too. And I had this, what are they called? They're not called coils.
Like like finger quills?
Yeah, but I thought they're called something else. Like after you take them out of braids or
Braid out or twist out.
I think it's twist out. There you go.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, those are the type of hairstyle that I like just a curly, long strands.
Gotcha.
That are loose, but I know like sometimes you can't even. All you can do is just keep that in for a couple of days because you can't wash it, and if you wash it,
it comes
they're
out.
out. Yeah. Especially with my hair, because my hair isn't that curly for me to just keep it in and then I can wash it and still be curly up there.
Yeah. The difference between like your texture and my texture is like, I guess, well, I don't know. I think it's all the same. It just depends on how you do it. Because I think the more you wash your hair, the more curly it'll be.
Yeah.
But like, say you have it in a curly hairstyle, then it won't look right.
Right.
Like when you wash it. Because it'll go back to its natural curls versus like how you wanted them to look.
Right. So would you say your hair is naturally curly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my hair's not as curly as yours, but it's what do you call it? It's like really coily. But when I would keep my hair out, like in its natural curls, It would look pretty cool, but I just got tired of it. I got bored.
Yeah.
Of like having just like my curls out.
Right.
So besides like hair and everything like that, would you, or I wouldn't say besides hair, but like, would you say anything about your hair would tie into your life in general?
I know like last year, I would cut my hair like every time something bad or good would happen.
Yeah.
So I feel like the change in my life, like my hair showed that how much change I had in my personal life. For my whole life, like I always wanted an afro, like a big afro, like I say like Colin Kaepernick afro.
Oh dang!
And they just let it go. But
did you ever like have a really big afro like that?
No.
I did like in what do you call it in high school?
Oh yeah, I think I seen a picture.
Yeah, I used to have my hair really long in high school, just like a big afro.
Yeah.
Like it would just be so annoying because people would be like, "Oh, I want to touch it."
Right.
Like, dude, no, this is my hair.
I feel like you can do so much with that, with an afro too. Like you can do curls, dreads, braids. I think braids. A lot of people with afros do braids too. So, I mean, when I was little, I would have braids and ponytails. So I think just coming from that, like, I guess I want to go back to how I looked when I was little.
Right. Yeah, I don't think, because like I grew up with an afro my whole life, like long hair, and I always wanted dreadlocks, man. Like I always wanted them, because like I grew up skateboarding and looking at Nigel Houston and like Mean Williams and all these people that have dreadlocks, and I was like, man, I want dreadlocks. And like I just never knew I could get them and something like that, and like I would try and it didn't really work as a kid.
Right.
And then I just thought my hair wasn't built for it or something. But like I've never really got back to wanting to go back to an afro or anything like that. And I'm not sure if I ever will, but maybe I will one of these days, because I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, man, what if I just went back to an afro?
Right.
Be kind of smooth, just like a little packed out fro or something.
That would be clean. I think he would be surprised too.
Yeah, I feel like I would.
Cause I know you, didn't you, is it perm or, I don't know what you did, perm or straight?
Oh, when I straightened my hair? Yeah, that was weird.
That was kind of like an afro too.
Yeah. Oh, because I kind of picked it out a little bit too. But it was interesting straightening it all out, because my hair was pretty long, but it was just weird, I guess. Maybe I didn't do it right or something. Like if I went to a salon and had them straighten it out, it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is a lot you can do, I feel like, with curly hair, because you can straighten it out. Yeah. But like with straight hair, you can't go to curly hair really that easy as you can with curly hair to straight.
True that.
So I think it's cool, like being able to have the hair type that we do, because there's like so much you can do with it, and it's really cool.
Right. Yeah, I think it's becoming more fashionable, like curly hair and dreads.
Yeah, and I think it's just because of the movement of all these rappers and stuff, you know?
Exactly, rappers, athletes, like, you can't tell me that there's not one team in the NBA or NFL that don't have dreads.
Yeah.
Or even, I know, all y'all probably know somebody that has dreads, for sure. At least one person.
And it's like, I don't know, there's so much that goes with it too. Because like so many people hate on them. Yeah, and so many people like love them even if they don't have them or something like that. And like there's even those people out there that will say like, oh, you can't have dreadlocks because you're a certain color. Like some people think I'm white and they say I can't have dreadlocks because I'm white. Right. I'm like, even if I was white, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
And it's just, that's one of the things that bother me a little bit when people bring race into it. Like things that have nothing involve race.
Right. Kind of like a stereotype like they put.
Yeah.
Because I know like a lot of people say like dreads are dirty or to show that they don't take care of their hair, but I would say it's the opposite. Like,
Yeah, I feel like some people with dreadlocks have more clean
yeah, exactly.
hair because they have to take so much care of it.
And they had to be patient with that too. So.
Yeah. Like, I wash my hair more now than I did when I didn't have dreadlocks.
Sheesh.
But it's just a misconception.
Right.
That's just how it goes, man. So what you got going on so that they know outside of dreadlocks or hair and stuff like that?
And I'm still doing photography, like film photography, but not as much because just the position I am right now, like trying to find an apartment, like
Yeah.
I have a girlfriend, so I don't know when. I do know when, but I do know when I'm proposing, but I feel like when this come out, yeah, I'll have a fiance, but
Hey.
I'll say my fiance. I have a fiance. She has a daughter, and then I'm in school, so I'm at a Christian university. I have 1 semester left, so I graduate April 2020, and then I'll be starting LPCU, which is a Life Point Christian University. I'll be starting that in January, so real soon. So
Yeah.
and then the YouTube started in January too. So
There's a lot
it's
going on, right?
Exactly, it's a lot going on. But I think it's good because it keeps me focused. Because I know, like a couple months ago, even last year, like sometimes I just be sitting down, chilling,
Yeah.
doing nothing, thinking about what I could do or what I should do, but like now it's go time for showtime.
Yeah. Yeah, there's always those times, and like I still experience them too, like to where you're sitting there and you're like, man, what am I really doing? Like, it doesn't even matter how successful you are.
All right.
Like even the more successful you become, you sit there and think, like, this still isn't like what I'm trying to accomplish, or
Right.
there's other goals that you see along the way that come up that you want to reach.
Right.
And it's like just a constant, never-ending thing of going up. So it's really cool.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, they focus on like what they're doing and what they want to accomplish, but I think the big thing about me and like the group that we are in, like at church, is we try to impact people as much as we can, like based on the Word of God. So I think I gotta focus on that too, not just doing all these things to, accomplish stuff or say that I have this, say that I have that.
Yeah.
But try to impact people as much as I can. So I think YouTube is good too, because you can impact a lot of people, especially the young age, the I guess millennials or Gen X, whatever you want to call them. But and I know that you do it too. So it's a good platform to
Yeah, it really is.
to share your story and then be able to empower people and give them hope, as you can say.
Yeah, it's very true, because like sometimes I don't ever realize it, but then when I get those comments that like people are like, man, this has changed my life, like when I talk about serious subjects and stuff, like, that's what I really enjoy the most, is those things, when people get something out of it that I'm really trying to give to them.
Although, like, I know it now, like, I know I want to impact people, but I know having that, I know you probably remember, like, having, like, that first person that ever said, like, you changed my life, or
For real.
this helped me so much, like, it's eye-opening, like, you never knew you could, impact somebody's life, and not even seeing them, not even, like, know anything about them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's really cool to experience that. That's really what keeps everything going.
Exactly.
It's one thing I kind of say is, or you can relate it like this. I don't say exactly like this, but you can relate it that like work wakes you up, or not work. You get up to do work, but it's the people that keep you, like that make you want to wake up.
Right. And I think going back to when you said like it's not just about being successful. Like a lot of people wake up and have all this stuff, have a nice room that they wake up in, but you don't have the people around you to, you know, share that success with, and be able to relate to, and have God too. Like then it's all for
You're right.
nothing. You're just storing your treasure here on earth.
Yeah, that's a huge thing because it's a constant battle too. Because like even though we're Christian, there's so many things that we still have to accomplish, and
Exactly.
a lot of that comes with it is you know, money and cars and houses and stuff. And I wouldn't say it's hard to keep your eyes on like what really matters, but it's like a constant thing of always focusing on both.
Right.
To make sure you're doing both, because
For sure.
it's like God doesn't want us here to be broke and stuff like that. And like thinking about raising a family,
Right.
and all this stuff, like God wants us to be able to have a supply for all this stuff, and it's always good to know that.
Right.
And that's like what I always base my time off of, and what I do is all on, like, as long as I'm seeking God and doing exactly what He's told me to do, then He's got me covered no matter what happens, because I'm doing everything possible that I know that I'm supposed to do.
Right.
And that's a big thing to me. Alrighty guys, just finished up the cut, and we're gonna take a look really quickly. Oh. But you guys, that's today's video. Make sure, like I said, to go check out my boy Coney Vision. His link is down below. So go check out his channel. And thanks for tuning in this video. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.